Welcome. Hi, Coach Bonnie Lynn. Welcome, welcome. I'm getting started a few minutes early, so just giving people time to get on, get in, and we'll get started. So I'm sorry that this is kind of weird today because my tripod decided it wanted to not work earlier today. So I kind of have this MacGyver rigged situation right now. But the show must go on, right? So that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in, and then as people are able to, they'll be able to join in on today's topic. And so hello, for those of you that may be watching this or maybe catching the replay of this that aren't familiar with me, I am Famira, the Diamond Diva, and I'm your visual impactologist, and I am a branding coach, strategist, as well as designer. And I work with women entrepreneurs and really help them to get clarity on exactly who their ideal audience is, and speak to those things and create a brand that they love that encompasses all of who they are and all of what they do. And so I'm excited to share with you on today. And so we're talking about this automation thing. You know, why is automation so important to your brand? And I have 5 things I want to leave with you on today to really share with that. But as you come in, I would love for you to say hi. Let me know where you are coming from, where you're tuning in with me from as well. You can leave that in the comments. If I say something that resonates with you, you can definitely tap your screen and leave me some hearts. That lets me know that I'm not here by myself. And helps energize me to keep going. As well as if you have any people that are following you on your list that are in business that could learn a little something about this whole automation thing and why it really truly is important to put in place for your business, please feel free to swipe up or swipe left and share this out with your followers. I'd be greatly appreciative of that. So the first thing I want to talk about in regards to automation is just to really talk about exactly what is it, right? Because there's several different definitions and different ways that people look at automation. So I wanted to just spend a few moments really just clarifying what I'm speaking of when I'm talking about automation right now. And so what I'm talking about in regards to automating for your brand is both platforms as well as processes, right? Because you can have platforms that's speaking to your calendar, your financial platforms, your forms, different things like that. But then there's also creating automation with your processes. You know, what's the step-by-step things that people go through when they interact with your brand and when they come into acknowledgement of who you are and what you do. And so that's what I'm going to be referencing when I'm talking about automation on today. So it's not just only setting up your MailChimp, setting up your Calendly, or setting up your Hootsuite and those types of things, even though that is included, but it's also in knowing what's the step-by-step process that people go through. So when they come to your social media page, what are they then led to do? Are they led to opt into a freebie to get on your list? Once they're on your list, then what happens next? It's always that inevitable question of what's next, right? What happens next? And setting up that process so that it happens with or without you being present. So the very first thing in regards to why automation is so important is because it's important to run your business like a business. And so oftentimes when working with small businesses and new entrepreneurs, you have this great idea and you just run and jump for it and you're ready to make it happen and you just go full steam ahead and you've created nothing, set no type of systems, no type of automation in place in order to really run your business like a business. And so when you look at other brands that are larger than yours or that have been around for a while that are very successful, it is very easy to look and see almost immediately that they have some type of automation, some type of systems in place in regards to their brands, and that is very important and very integral in the success that they're able to have. And so, you know, most people that get into entrepreneurship, we have worked some 9 to 5 before in our life. And so when you think about the 9 to 5 that you worked in, there was always some type of automation or some type of process that took place. And so maybe it was something as simple as, you know, your employee handbook, or, you know, the systems book that you read, and taught you how to do certain things with your job, so that someone was not always necessarily having to be right there over your shoulder saying, no, click this, touch this, do this. You know, that may have happened in the beginning, but as they allow you to go off and, you know, do your job on your own, you had other things that you could go and read on your own, or that within the system that flagged if something wasn't done, so that you knew, oh, you missed a step. Different things that were in place so that someone didn't necessarily have to be standing right beside you holding your hand every day for the first 6 months as you got the hang of what you were doing. The same thing needs to be true for your business as well. Regardless of whether or not you have a team, even when you're dealing with clients, there needs to be something set up that even your clients are able to just kind of move through the process, so that you're not necessarily having to stand there and hold their hand the entire time, so that you're able to spend your time actually on what they're paying you for, and that is for you know, whatever services or coaching that you may be doing. Hey, Solution Sage, welcome. And so that is, hey Eva, welcome. And so that's why it's important, you know, because you want to be running your business like a business. You don't want to be running it like a hobby. And this is why having automation or processes and systems in place is so important to your business. And, you know, you can look at, like I was saying, you can look at the 9 to 5s that you were part of or that you left, and see how those places always use systems. Hey girl. So I was sharing in the beginning of the scope that my tripod decided it didn't want to work, so I have like this Jimmy rig situation going on, so y'all bear with me. The information's still good. And so the second thing I want to talk about on why this automation thing is so important, and I know my sister friend Ava is the queen of systems, and so I know that she's probably going to love all these different tips that I'm sharing on today, because she speaks about them all the time. But the second thing on why automation is so important is because it's a sanity provider, right? It helps you stay sane with your business. And this is one of the reasons why, for me, I wish I would have incorporated automation and systems into my business even earlier than I did. I actually did a lot of this stuff early on, but I wish I would have done it even earlier, right? Because it definitely is a sanity provider. It helps you from being all over the place. You know, that inevitable hamster wheel. I'm sure you maybe can relate, you know, being in your business and you're working on something, and then you look up 4 hours later and you feel like you got absolutely nothing done, because you've just been kind of hitting on everything, hitting and missing. But had you had some of those things automated, you would have been able to remain sane and not been all over the place. And it also helps you keep from burnout, right? Because inevitably we find out that when you are, you know, multitasking, or you're trying to do a lot of things at once, that is what brings about the burnout in entrepreneurship. And that is why, you know, a lot of times businesses fail because the person is burnt out. They begin resenting the business that they built. And a lot of that insanity could be relieved if they only have put some automation in place within their business, you know, and that was creating systems around what worked for them, so that they'll be able to keep that sanity. The third thing that that why this automation thing is so important to your business and your brand. It's because it helps you with consistency. Consistency is key, right? And so this is the number one thing as a branding coach that my clients with. People always have questions around how to maintain consistency, especially in this online space. Yeah. And all these different things that are going on that people are telling you you need to be a part of. It's so true, right? It's consistency. And so, and thank y'all for sharing with your audience. I appreciate that as well. And it's like the number one issue that people have. And automating allows you to build in consistency. And so I'm actually going to be doing in July, so stay tuned for this, on the lookout. I'm going to be doing a 5-day challenge on around how to remain consistent on social media with your brand. And so I'm going to be sharing a lot of great tips and tools on how you can create that consistency and not lose your mind. And so definitely automation will be a part of that, along with some other things that I've used in my business as well as my clients have used in order to create that consistency, not just within how you post, but also in how you show up, because consistency is twofold, right? But on today, we're talking about in regards to how often you post, you know, and how you show up. It really helps you with that. Things like Hootsuite, Post Planner. There's tons of them out there, you know, tons of programs out there that you can use to help you, where you can schedule posts that will allow you to begin to create that consistency in your brand, so that, you know, in the very, very least, you're showing up so many times a day because you've scheduled it already in your, you love Post Planner. Awesome. I've played with it a little bit. I'm debating on the switch. I'm still with Hootsuite right now, and the only thing that's Hootsuite is really kind of keeping me, this because they now have where you post Instagram from Hootsuite, and Instagram is one of my main platforms. So so Hootsuite is holding on to me in that way. So I'm not sure. And I know when I originally checked in a Post Planner, they couldn't post to Instagram. I'm not sure if that's changed now or not. So if you know, you can let me know, since you love Post Planner. But so that's the number 3 thing. Automation really helps you with your consistency. Number 4, automation helps you make money. Helps you make money. How does automating your business help you make money? I'm so glad you asked. It's twofold, right? So 2 ways automation helps you make money. Number 1 is with passive income. So say you're a coach, even if you have a brick and mortar business, whatever type of business you have, there's some type of way you can create a digital product. If you have not created a digital product yet, I just invite you to look at what is the question that you get asked the most, right? What is it that people are always coming to you wanting to know how to do? You can create a digital product around the answer, right? And so with automation, you're able to automate that product so that when someone comes to you and they ask you that question, you can simply say, I'm so glad you answered that question. You, along with, you know, scores of other people have asked that. And so I created this fabulous digital product that you can go and take advantage of, and it costs blah, blah, blah. And here's the link, go to it. It's all automated. They'll get all of their downloads, everything that they need in order to participate in the program or the course. And that's it, right? Not only so it helps you make money, but you're not having to walk them through a session or holding it, you know, live or whatever the case may be. Yes, you can simply just send them to your product. That was one of the first things that I did with, I have a product for Blab, because everyone knows I have a Blab talk show. And I was always getting asked about how I got people on my show, how I promoted my show, how to do all of these different things in regards to the show. And so I took it all, and after the unction of a fellow colleague who said, make this a product. I made it a product. And so people are able to purchase that product. And yay, Ava has the course. Awesome. And so you know, and it's all automated. They just go to the link, they pay for it, and they get all of their stuff, and they take the course, and that's it, right? So it's helping me make money in that way. The other way, though, that automation helps you to make money that a lot of people forget about is that when you automate things in your business, it allows you to take your hands off of it, which now in turn allows you to focus on money making activities. If you're not having to be concerned with an email list, or you know, email going out, you're not having to be concerned with social media posts going up, you're now able to focus on booking discovery calls, booking you know, whatever your entry level thing is, you know, your application, getting people on the application, talking to people. You're able to go out and network at events because you're not tied and chained to your desk, you know, answering emails and that type of thing. You're able to really spend time building relationships that will lead to referrals and possible collaborations that will bring about more money. But you're able to focus on those things because now you're able to work on your business and not in your business, because you have automated some of your processes and you know, and duties that you have to go with your business. And so, and ultimately when you're in business, we're in business to make money, right? Yes, we're in business to make money, and we want to be focused on those money making activities and not focused on a lot of work that's not bringing any income in. And automation helps you to do that. And then the fifth and final thing that I want to talk about on why automation is so important to your brand is because this is what creates freedom. Automation is what creates freedom. So a lot of times when you're looking at these great brands and you're seeing these leaders that you love, and they're on the beach, or they're, you know, at this 5-star restaurant, and they're really enjoying their life and all these different things, know that their business has not stopped, right? They have not stopped making money because they are chilling on the beach. They have not stopped, you know, creating income because they have taken a pause. They have put things in place. They have you know, done the work, because it's all still work. It's still work involved. It's not no magical thing, but they put these automated type of things in place that allows them to be able to enjoy life, right? And to have the freedom that they want to have because they're not chained to their desk, chained to their laptop, right? And ultimately, that's what most of us want. We want some level of freedom, right? We, you know, what freedom looks like to you and what success looks like to you is totally different than what it looks like to me. And that is absolutely fine. There's no right or wrong, but whatever it looks like for you, automation will help you to actually realize that level of freedom, because it allows you to step away from your business and your business continue to flow. You're able to, you know, continue to get money in. You're able to know that emails are still going out. You're able to know that your list is being nurtured. Social media is still happening. You know, you're still able to, and you're able to just relax. This is the self-care part that my friend Ava talks about, you know, that goes into the freedom. It's so sad. So many entrepreneurs create businesses and then they're chained to them 24/7, and they just are so afraid to just even take 5 minutes to themselves because they don't have any type of automation in place. They don't have any type of processes in place. They don't have a team in place that helps them to continue to move forward. So those are the 5 things on why automation is so important to your business. And I'm just going to recap them for those that may have joined late. The first ones, yes, and they feel guilty about doing it, right? When you have things in place, you don't feel guilty because you know people are still going to be taken care of. That's so true. And so the first thing that I talked about was because you want to run your business like a business. All businesses have some form of automation, some form of systems in place that allows them to run. And that is what separates you from having a hobby and having a business. Number 2 was that it is a sanity provider. It helps you remain sane from having systems and automation in place. Number 3 is that it helps you be consistent. Consistency is key. And I'd let you all know that I have a challenge coming up, a 5-day challenge that's all about consistency and making that happen in your business, and especially as it relates to social media. So stay on the lookout for that. That'll be coming up in July, and you'll be able to register for that. Number 4 is that it helps you make money. We're in business to make money, right? And so we want to make sure that we're doing things that are going to allow us to continue to do that. And automation helps with that as well. And then number 5 is that it helps you to create the freedom that you sought after when you first got into business for yourself. So I hope that this has been helpful. I appreciate those that were here with me live and that were throwing up the hearts. If you are watching the replay, I want to remind you that you can still throw up hearts. You don't have to not throw up hearts because you're watching a replay. I take live love as well as replay love. And so as you know, you can find me on my website. It is www.famira, that's F as in fabulous, AMIRA, green just like the color.com. Thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed the content. And you can find me there, and you can reach out to me and ask me questions. If you are new to me, then what you will learn very quickly is that I'm a giver, and I like to give gifts when people come in contact with me. And so I do have a gift for you today, and it is my new action guide, and it is all about list building. And it is called why your email list is costing you money. 5 ways to turn your mailing list from a money pit into a money tree. And you can get that free by going to this site is bit.ly, bit.ly, money tree gift / money tree gift, all one word, all lowercase. And you can get that action guide. So that is bit.ly / money tree gift. And you can just, I'm gonna leave it up so you can actually screenshot and get that, and you can go get that free gift. I give you 5 ways to turn your email list from a money pit into a money tree, because the reality is, if you're not making money from those people that are on your list, it is costing you money. And so we're in business to make money, not to lose money, right? So that's what that's all about. So I thank you all for joining me on today for this. I will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. as well, with more information. And let's see, what am I talking about tomorrow? Because I already know. Why? Because my stuff is automated. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to dive into automation just a little bit more, where I'm going to give you specific areas in your business that you can actually automate. So today I kind of glossed over everything on why it's important, but tomorrow we're going to dive in, and I'm going to share with you some exact areas within your business, whether you're new or seasoned, that you want to make sure that you have automated, because it's going to save you time and money. So until tomorrow, again, I am Famira, the Diamond Diva, and I thank you so much for joining me, and see you all tomorrow. Bye.